Stan Gibilisco here on Friday the 13th of January 2017 from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of Absurdity. I just got a brochure from my new medical insurance carrier. The one that I had before, Dakota Care, decided that they no longer wanted to be in the so-called marketplace, so they dropped me at the end of 2016. Then I discovered that I wasn't in the marketplace in the first place, and it's really amazing what a snafu exists not only in the medical care delivery system, the hospitals and the administrations there, but in the insurance industry in general. It's in an absolute state of chaos. An absolute state of chaos. And with the shift in power about to occur in Washington, as if they ought to have anything to do with the way that sick people are cared for. Yeah, all 6 people that are actually cared for. It's a wonder that the system doesn't collapse, and it very well may. The insurance industry very well may collapse, and I've decided that I just don't care anymore. You know, I just don't want to spend any more time in doctors and hospitals, offices and facilities than I absolutely must, because I'm sick of it. I'm downright sick of it. I'm sick of being sick, and I'm sick of being treated like I was some sort of a expendable commodity, depending upon who happens to be in power. They may want to expend of me by feeding me to the sharks, or they may want to expend of me by feeding me to the grizzly bears don't eat people, do they? They just maul them. Okay, do you want to get mauled by a grizzly or eaten by a shark? Take your pick. La-di-da. But as for the internet danger, and that the hackers and the so-called online community poses to my personal information, what do you think I got in the brochure from my new medical insurance carrier? But all of the information that you need can be obtained by logging on to our patient portal. And I wonder, you know, when I think of portal, I think of one of those things in Star Trek that looks something like the entryway to a magnetic resonance imaging medical device. You know, the portal to hell, the portal to confusion, the portal to some place where nobody can agree on anything except that you owe them money. And I decided, screw the patient portal. I want my statements in the mail. And I called them and they said, yes, you will get your statements in the mail. And so I'm not going to sign up for their portal. I'm not going to log on to their portal. I'm going to behave as if I was an old fuddy-duddy, which I am rapidly getting to be, particularly in light of the fact that the internet is getting to be such a mess that about the only thing that I get out of it anymore, besides yammering into YouTube, for the benefit of those of you who equally despise having your personal information compromised and being treated as some sort of a commodity. Nook tablet. You see the headphones around my neck? They're connected to the Nook tablet, which I have appropriated for the purpose of discovering new European progressive rock bands. And as a matter of fact, when you put these cheap little headphones in your ears, or when I put them over my ears, and their impedance happens to be matched to the output impedance of this Nook tablet, I can create a little index of thongs that I think are cool. And I've made some very interesting discoveries. There's a band called Cares Pink, like the potato, I guess. There's Stephen Wilson out of England. There's someone called Kari Bremnes, I probably mispronouncing the name, out of Norway, who is now just about my age, about 60 years old. She looks about 30 and wears so much jewelry that it's a wonder it doesn't topple her over, but she's a very pretty woman who sings very pretty music. And I'm not going to try to provide any links because the platform incompatibility problem, the pronunciation incompatibility problem, all of this, none of it agrees with any of it. You try to put a link on something from a video, and it says, "Oh no, it's some other platform," and blah 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 blah. None of it matches up with any other in any industry. It's a total chaos. The internet. Welcome to the internet, the kingdom of chaos, or the queendom of chaos, if you don't want to be sexist. And all I have to say is, there is one more way that you can mitigate your risk of having your personal information on your computers compromised. Now, as for passwords, they can crack those just by means of a brute force algorithm, but so someone could hack into this YouTube video and say, disregard everything I just said, or they could put something ridiculous on here. I'm waiting for that to happen so that I can get on Fox News, the O'Reilly factor, and say, look what happens to you, all this kind of stuff. I'm really ranting because I just got done swimming. I'm on an endorphin high, and I'm at a very low ebb as to my opinion of the internet for doing anything useful at all. Except, of course, making YouTube videos telling you how you can't use the internet to do anything useful. But the gist of this video is, the less you use the internet and the less you rely on it for vital functions such as your medical insurance records or banking or anything essential, the less risk you carry of getting your information compromised and having your life all screwed up. I don't see how I can get my life screwed up by listening to Cares Pink or Stephen Wilson or Kari Bremnes or any of a number of other. Well, there's one called Dorian Blue, and I believe his name is David Maniason. I'm probably mispronouncing that name too. He sings some cool stuff like, oh well, just Google on this stuff. But then, of course, if you got the wrong operating platform, it'll lead you to a YouTube video link, and you'll click on that link or tap on that link, and it'll say, "Oh no, the compatibility problem has once again reared its ugly butt in your face." Go to YouTube and find them there. Just do YouTube searches on these people. Be sure to put the names in quotes so that they're treated as a phrase, and you'll get links to other videos by other progressive rock bands, and if you're a progressive rock fan, you'll be in paradise. If you're not a progressive rock fan, you'll get bored in about 2 seconds and say that Stan Gibilisco is full of crap, as if that were news to me. But I will, in any event, stop loading any more crap on you and sign off with the cautionary word, or the admonishment that the less you use the internet for essential activities, the less danger you pose of having your information compromised. The more you treat the internet as something to play with, as a toy, in my opinion, the better off you'll be, and the happier you'll be, and the more musically inclined you will become. Until next time, so long.